Old Town today for a very sunny day walk despite the rainy season. So we're blessed with a wonderful weather, wonderful sun, a beautiful day. So let's get going. And hello, good to see you, Madano. I think we're ready to go. As I always say, when Madano's here, let's get the journey started. Good to see you, brother. Let me just get us a good angle. And we'll head down to town and do what we usually do, of course. Have a great time. One moment. Now, I started the stream slightly earlier compared to usual. Maybe caught everybody off guard and by surprise. I could have started even earlier, but I had some technical difficulties. But let's get going first, as the sound isn't really good during the ride. So please sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Yeah, the community leaderboard is pretty cool. YouTube suggested I try it out. I'm not really sure exactly what it is, but I thought, hey, something cool to add on, and let's do that, right? Hey, Matt, how are you? The weather has been gloomy the past few days, but as you can see today, very sunny. And I think it's forecasted at the usual 30 degrees with the sun currently feeling about 33 right now on a beautiful Thursday morning. So welcome to the live stream, Matt. Let's try the community leaderboard for a little bit as I experiment with it. But either way, we're gonna have a great walk. So welcome to Phuket Walk. I did update the chat go a little bit, as Canadian Facility was suggesting it was a week go, but I didn't do much of an update, just slightly adjusted the amount a little bit. Not by much either, because I'm still quite happy with my usual goals, so let's keep it that way for a while, I think. It's just a way to interact, perhaps, rather than a real huge goal or anything, because most of my days I just aim to have a good time with everybody. Okay, traffic clears up, enough for me, then let's get the riding going. was a very smooth sailing ride. Let's not jinx it. But once again, welcome everyone. Welcome Vivian. Welcome Juanita, and welcome Jazz. Good to have everybody here. I tried to start the stream a bit earlier today. It seems to benefit the riding quite a bit, as we had almost no traffic so far. Let's keep the riding going. Wow, I'm actually thankful to see a set of lights. Hello everyone, we have a great crowd. I think we're ready to go. In terms of walking wise, but let's enjoy the ride a little bit more, as I was a bit further up north, as I want just to start the stream and give everybody some time to come in. Start the stream earlier, that is. Yeah, me too, Evan. Dedicated bike lanes. I think we have some sort of system here where every lane is a bike lane. As there's so many bikes, the road seems to be dedicated to bikes more than cars. That's a debate. To be my fastest ride down to Phuket town. And thank you to everybody's good luck. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Phuket Old Town. And hello Billy and hello Diva Tequila. Welcome to the live stream, and also good to have you, Steven. Just in time, as that's not quite a view. Let's look at something else down the street a little bit as I get myself prepared. Hello everyone, welcome to Phuket Old Town. 1 second as I make the screen a bit brighter for myself. Good to have everybody here. That's a great question, Vivian. As YouTube starts to offer me more features, sometimes it also surprises me and automatically does it for me as well. I was reading about this feature earlier, the community leaderboard, I think maybe Madano, thank you for coming in first and starting out the journey with us, as now we have many great people join us afterwards, but Madano might have more information of perhaps what those things are, as I'm still learning how to use them and adding them on. The other day, I'll tell you more about some of the features in a bit as we get the walk started. But, hey, good to have everybody. Sawadee Cup, everyone. And Kakumak, welcome. And I tried to start the stream a little bit earlier today, so hope the timing is a bit better for you, Vivian, as well. And of course, Peter, as Peter was mentioning, he has to sleep a little bit earlier recently, Peter. So I try to start these streams a bit earlier, as Phuket Old Town might be a bit empty and not open yet. But hey, that's VIP for us. So let's get going, and perhaps we could find out more about what the community leaderboard and stuff is. And thank you for the explanation, Evan. As I was just offered the feature, I think earlier this morning I was looking at it and checking it out, but I guess I'm officially in. Sorry, just getting things sorted out. Hello, Viceroy. Welcome to the live stream. We are currently at Phuket Old Town. We just started the journey, so everyone is just in time, I would say. As I'm just getting things set up, making sure we have good network. Because we have a good crowd already, so let's get going and check out the early hours of Phuket Old Town. It's 4 minutes past 9 a.m. Phuket, Thailand. And I think it's a good time to walk around and perhaps take a loop and then wait for the early morning hours in terms of when Phuket Old Town opens anyways. Of course, there are plenty of people already enjoying breakfast. The Phuket Old Town tends to open around 10 a.m., 10:30-ish. As the shops are more catered to the tourist timing, but we will see what's there, of course, in just a minute. But hey, I'm gonna check out the Dragon first today. Oh, just do a walk by. And Vivian says it's always nice to see a place come alive. Yes, definitely. So we'll get to see the more peaceful vibes of Phuket Old Town during these hours. And I think after some nice conversation, some fun walking and interesting scenes and sights, we'll circle around and see Phuket Old Town once again as it comes to life. I think it's good timing. And hello Trojan, welcome to the live stream, welcome to Phuket Old Town, and of course welcome to Phuket Walk. We'll catch the Dragon later. We'll check out Clear River, Clear Water River. And then we'll, of course, venture into Old Town. Yes, Vivian, is the Golden Dragon of the area, and sometimes they do have some rituals and stuff, events around it. I just like looking at it because it looks quite grand and majestic. I like to either start or end or both walking by the Golden Dragon, as I just think it helps give us a little bit of good luck, yeah? And it gives me a chance to wish everyone some good health and a good day. Yeah, glad you're enjoying that as well, Evan. And thank you, Diva. Do listen to Diva and hit that like button. And of course, if you're new to the channel and still sitting on the fence, do help us out and let's grow together. Reach out your hand or mouse or whatever you want to call it, and press that subscribe button and join the Phuket Walk family. We're gonna walk by the Dragon one more time, take a peek. Double good luck. Yeah, I love dragons too. Not much of a snake guy myself personally, but it's weird. When it comes to dragons, I tend to like it. Oh yeah, and Billy's also correct. And at the evening hours, especially during night market, where it's a very lively atmosphere with other lights that accompany it, the Dragon looks beautiful at night. There's some officers doing their routine checkups. Yeah, Evan says it's weird that a dragon has a snake's body, but I never noticed that I see them as two different things. Yeah, perhaps they might be similar things, or even the same. But for myself, I guess I grew up in a more Chinese cultural background, so the year of the snake was always different from the year of the dragon. So from that aspect, growing up, I kind of knew the differences and saw it that way. And Vivian's definitely correct as well, as there are different types of dragons, where some of them even have big bellies. Not as slim as the Asian ones. We can cross this way first. Quite hot today, so I'm going to try to stay in the shade. And here I am crossing back. I guess I'm just trying to get my steps in. Hey, they're open quite early, and I think we're safe then if we want to head back to the good old Honda Cup House. I'm just gonna dim down the screen one moment and just save us some. I'm not worried about battery actually. Save us some heat from overheating my equipment. One moment, as I'm more concerned about that today. Okay. Yeah, Evan, I haven't even tried them all, to be honest. Of course, there's a lot of ones that's been around in terms of historic shops, and I tried some of that with Sign. But there are other ones that always rotate throughout the years, and they're all great actually. But I guess some of them do well and they venture back home again and other people's take over. There's always development here. Well, that's due to tourism, I guess. But that's Phuket for you. I always say it's very diverse and you can find a mixture of things. As you can find many modern new shops opening up and still a lot of historic shops that's been around for years that are still open. Yeah, I like the smaller shops as well. Even finding a place to live, I tend to prefer a cozier, smaller unit, as I don't really need a lot of space. My cat might need more space than I do at home anyways. I mean, I just do a few push-ups at home, yeah. Let's check out some of the path we traveled already. Very peaceful, quiet morning. Yeah, like Steven says, we support the mom and pop places, the family businesses. Well, I do go to support a mixture, I guess. sometimes it depends, right? Some smaller cafes, well, most of them are good, but some of them are not really streamer friendly, so I tend to go back to the same places that welcomed me. But that's just me being old-fashioned, of course. Hey, Chatty Cathy, good to have you. And just in time, as we're gonna check out the flower wall, if my memory doesn't do any crazy on me. But good to have you at Phuket Old Town as we just check out this old bike here, as I like to feature it every time. I don't know, it's like saying hi to an old friend. And we're here in the morning hours, 9:15 a.m. right now. Starting to stream a bit earlier, why not? Different vibes. And we'll get to see the streets fill up and come to life. Oh, I was gonna tell everybody the story as we check out this wall here. Hey, not early enough. It's a Thursday morning, but I think they have arrived earlier than me, and good for them as they have taken over first. I would say they're part of the scenery and thank them for that. But yeah, I was saying YouTube was giving me some new features, including the community leaderboard, as it, I think, self-turned itself on and it's functioning already. I'm not sure if I have to do any settings or anything, so it's just doing it on its own. And also it offered me to do some dialogue, auto dialogue switching, I think it was. And I was playing around with that. It was hilarious. As it switched what I was saying to a different language. Anyways, I've since taken that off. But I'm getting all sorts of recommendations and features to put up recently, so just bear with me as I learn to understand what those things are and decide we should keep them. No worries, Kathy. I would say, yeah, you're just on time, like Evan suggested. Maybe perhaps just missing a windy bike ride. But there's always the replay for that. Hey, the detour open. Cool. Yeah, you guys let me know if it's good to have certain features or if certain features are more so bothering you, and I'll make a decision, no worries. I personally just like interaction more, to create more interactive events or even like polls, but I'm not able to do that on the phone, unfortunately. Like if I want to do a poll, perhaps to ask you guys more like where I want to go, this cafe or that cafe, it's easier to have a poll up opposed to just shouting it out in the chats, you know what I mean? But I can't seem to do that on the phone at the moment. But all these other features I'm willing to try out. And it's good that you're over it, and of course many channels has featured it and had a chance to let people get used to it and perhaps annoy the crap out of them. so it's definitely not new. It's just new here, yeah. But I think the super chat go is fun. So I'm gonna have that up for a bit. And I'm gonna continue to set it at the smaller, lower amount, as I'm not really looking for a huge go in that sense. I just find it interactive and something good to have. Perhaps an extra shout out. It's like a feature, yeah, like a extra sticker. And I think recently I'm able to put more stickers for the chat, so I'm gonna look into that and see what else to add in there. I've been a little caught up and busy, of course, everybody knows. But if anything, I found the time to update my outro list. So hopefully that works well, as my banner never seems to work. That should be just Streamlabs having issues. Vivian! Thank you, Vivian, for a coffee or whatever you want to drink. I think coffee might be it. Just one moment as I find ourselves a nice background. Thank you, Vivian Johnson, for the $5 super chat, and I will definitely grab a cup of coffee with everyone with that. And I'm not sure how the super chat goal thing works, but hey, I think you hit the target for us on this one. So here's the super chat. One moment as we check out this cute cat. Oh, the store is opening up. Okay, I'm gonna get out of their way. And here's the Super Chat Go achievement shout out. Let's go, Vivian, you're the gal. If you want to, you can save the world. Does that even make sense? I tried to rhyme it, that didn't work, but as you can see, I'm still working out on these slogans and celebrations. Let me redo that rhyme. Let's go, Vivian, you're the girl. If you want to, you'll save the world. Here we go. That can rhyme a bit. I'm no rapper. Let's keep the walking going. Thank you so much for the support and super chat. And of course, that was fun to have the cat interruption. I'll go and work on my rhyme a little bit. Hey, Carol. Good to see you, Carol. We're walking in Phuket, Old Town, as I was trying my best to give a not so bad shout out and try to be creative with the super chat accomplishment go shout out. We find ourselves in the middle of Phuket, Old Town, as we're gonna walk down Panga Road now. Welcome once again, Carol, as this walk has just started. And thanks to Vivian, we will be heading to a cafe to grab a nice cup of coffee, but let's see which one. I didn't mention I do feel like going back to Honda Cup House today. Yeah, glad you're enjoying some of the historic buildings and vibes, as Pa Nga and Talang Street is probably the most historic in terms of representing Old Town. And I'm not even joking, because you can turn around and find an old temple or a Chinese shrine as we stroll down the streets. And Vivian, that's definitely enough for a nice cup of coffee here. And I will share a cup with sign as well with that. Hello, dog mama. Welcome to a beautiful day. As it is rainy season, I didn't write it wrong on the title. But today, we've been blessed with a very sunny day. No rain. The sun above my head. So hopefully this can bring some positive vibes for you. Welcome to the live stream, dog mama, as we check out the Thai flag up there. To confirm, we are in Thailand. Phuket, that is. And 4 minutes to 9:30 a.m. here. Hello, Kurt. Welcome, our smooth moderator, Kurt Affair. And also perhaps the guy I always miss saying hi to, because I think I did already. And also say yes to suggestions to, like, I will visit that Taco Bell shop immediately, and then completely forget. My point being is, Kurt is that smooth to forgive me and all those things. So welcome, Kurt. Welcome to the live stream. As we take a small detour just to check out this area, and we are going to go back up Pa Nga Street in a bit. Well, towards Pa Nga Street. Here we are. Right on Pa Nga. Hey, Canadian Vasily, good to have you here. Destination Travels. Yeah, I was just trying it out too myself. I'm not sure if it works properly or not, but good to inform me that there are certain things not working. Hello, Cole. I'm not sure if community leaderboard is a game. I just have it up for being interactive and interaction. I haven't really even read into it, as I was still deciding, but Facebook decided to add it. I mean, Facebook, sorry about that. YouTube decided to add that in there for me. I might get a strike just for saying YouTube wrong. If anything, just like to clear up, of course. And actually, it's the conversation all combined, as Vivian was wondering if that was enough to cover a coffee. Yeah, he'll cover a coffee for me and Sign. And when we go to the right places, it might even get us a few cups. As I mentioned, little from somewhere else do go quite far, very far in Thailand. And that's what I'm aiming for. I'm not here to get famous. I'm here to help the family out, help my wife out, bring everybody on walks, and hopefully provide something positive for everybody. So all those features I have up, they're just for interaction mainly. Canadian facility. But of course, if you're as amazing as Destination Travels and Canadian facility, we always welcome and appreciate the support, as this is to help out Sign and the family, and of course my cat. Canadian facility, bro, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. CAD, of course, as you mentioned, always great to see some CAD, and I hope it does work. You let me know if it does something on the leaderboard, community leaderboard. But hey, you know what? I saw a replica, you know, the one that rocks the percentage logo down by the mall in Floresta. So next time, instead of Starbucks, we'll either do a video or a live stream, and let's go have a cup of coffee there together, as I know you like coffee from there as well. Thank you so much for the support, bro. Appreciate you. Okay, let's get going. And thank you so much. The walk has just started, and thank you so much for all the great support. I definitely appreciate it. As I mentioned, it goes very far here. It goes a long way for me and Sign. And it helps out a lot, as I mentioned before, for the past few years, we've been just burning off saving, as I was about to leave the island already. So this changed our lives, really. It helped us keep our lives. And here's the amazing 2 stories clock tower, Old Town Tower. And I always find it amazing. I don't care if it's only 2 stories. I enjoy looking at it, and I hope I get to continue looking at it for 10 more years or more. Hey, thanks, Kathy. See, more information from Chatty Kathy. She says, YouTube is randomly picking creators to have the leaderboard. January to May, it was only offered to 3 countries, Turkey, India, and another one, I forget. So perhaps I'm doing something right that they're suddenly offering me all these features. But the dialogue thing, I'm still thinking about, as I think Phuket is celebrating Pride Month. I don't have to think, as definitely it is. And of course, pride is a big thing here on the island. And why shouldn't it be? Perhaps I can check out when the celebration is, and then we can come down for a walk and check it out. It seems like throughout the month, but they must have a parade day set up. As at the end of the day, all love is love. And it should be all about that. Where should we venture to? Walk down Panga Road. It's a bit early. We'll head down this way first. Sorry for the crazy panning. Being indecisive here. Hey, Peter. Good to have you drop by. And of course, rest is really important, as I mentioned, both the body and mind. As I even took the day off yesterday. I did want to come out with everybody, but I guess my mind told me I should take a day off. So instead, I just spent some time at home, laying down my beautiful kitty, 10-year-old cat now, my beautiful Sing, my other cat. So do get some rest, and hopefully this beautiful sunny day here help you get some positiveness towards your morning as well, Peter. Take care and continue to improve on that health. Kurt says, I'm tired today, so I'll leave the comedy to everyone else, even Coastlock. Apparently, you're not that tired, Kurt. Your subconscious is powering you through. I'm thinking, should we head down the Limelight or just continue down that way? Because it's a bit early. But let's go to Limelight first. And like I mentioned, maybe we'll grab a cup of coffee there. And thanks to Canadian Facility. Hey, Canadian Facility, if you're listening and lurking or whatnot, if you have a suggestion on any cafes that's open, I'd be willing to hit it up. That's always fun and adventurous. But if anything, I'll go down to Rebecca and have a cup and have a stream for you as well. Let's pass by some familiar scenes, as we need to pass by here a little bit to reach Limelight. Not sure if it's open yet, but if it's not, it's alright. We'll continue to circle through Old Town. This place seems to be the busiest place at the hour right now in town. Must have good food, so I gotta try that out one day. Hey, there's a reason not to spam, as Cole says, because it hides his jokes. Well, Kurt taking the day off. We should let Coastlock go for it. Yeah, pressure's on, Sloth. I know we usually call you by Cole. Hey, we had a nice hello from the shop behind us. I don't think I caught her on camera, but here, that tiny shop there. I always love these hellos, and I think that's an icebreaker for today. Thank that lovely Thai lady. She screamed out the Sawadee Ka. Yeah, the tiles are pretty cool actually. I think they make it a little bit more friendly for wheelchairs here, but it's so narrow still, you know what I mean? Well, let's try to get across the road first before I get carried away. Burger Records. I must have missed your chat. I'm pretty sure it should be a hamburger shop, yeah? Here we are, Burger Records. And let's see if they have some records in there or just kitchen. There you have it, Kurt. They do have a retro design though to accompany the name. Yo, Destination Travels is in the house. Now check out his great travel content with Toronto's finest, Mr. Vasily. Do listen to my Nutbot and check out Destination Travels, as he has amazing content, live streams, vertical videos and live streams, and of course 4K videos. Sorry about that missing in the beginning, but my point being is he's got all sorts of adventures, meetups and content. So do go over and check out Destination Travels, subscribe and like the content, everyone. You guys are really playing with that leaderboard. Hey, you know what? That's what I like though, right? I just wanted to bring some interaction and fun. Well, I'll figure out how it works as Vasily tried spamming messages earlier. And Carol said, yeah, maybe changing names might move you up the leaderboard. Perhaps someone coming in with Canadian Vasily might get themselves number 2. Kurt, perhaps you can look at it the other way. The higher the number, the more prestige. So you're 14, you're way up there, yeah? Yeah, the purple scooter, and I think that was a Scooby. It's a Honda Scooby. It's a type of scooter. We see another one here, Honda Scooby. They come in all sorts of designs and colors. But I'm more into the Vespas, as I might be looking to get a new bike and change things up a little bit. Chatty Cathy, thank you. One moment, I'm gonna find ourselves a beautiful backdrop. I think in front of the mall will do. And we are definitely grabbing a coffee today. Thank you so much everyone for the support. I know sometimes you hear me say that, but a lot of times I'm laughing and smiling in the background, just really appreciating it, as I know it does go a long way. Let me get away from this music first. The background's nice, but the music's kind of distracting me a bit. I know an area to give this shout out. Oh, Limelight's not open yet. But we'll get a coffee for sure, as I know we can head back to Clubhouse. It was open already. One moment, let me get away from the sound. give a shout out, and then we'll do a loop around. Okay, this will do. Thank you, Chatty Cathy, for the $4 super sticker, and we will definitely head to, I think, Honda Cup House now, as it's a little bit early, so we'll head to Honda Cup House and grab a cup of coffee. And thank you, Destination Travels, who says, technically I did more than Chatty Cathy. Well, I don't know how YouTube decides, but I think everybody did something for me today, and definitely provided me a wonderful walk so far, and a wonderful day, and perhaps even a wonderful week. So thank you so much, everyone. And let me tell you, Sign really appreciates this as well. As you know, she's working her butt off, like Coleslaw says, working her ass off every day and doing overtime as well, and still wants to come out to do live streams and chats with me. So being able to help her out means a lot. Thank you to all those that supported me. We'll wait a little bit, maybe just a little, as we do a circle around back to Honda Cup House. I'll do the quick walk, as I think let's have a cup of coffee together. I don't want anybody to miss coffee time, and then we'll have a nice chat. But as I was saying, you know, you guys know that I've been trying hard to, of course, work out the channel and do something with it. And especially when my cat was sick, there are many days where I didn't want to go out. And during that time, it was during the time where me and Johnny had some talks about meeting up. It was before the meetup, obviously. And I thought, hey, I need to get some content up. I can't just disappear. And every day it was kind of a battle to go out, just within myself, to either spend more time with Jiang, or, you know, go out and, of course, continue the dream, as Johnny was coming in a few days, even during that time. But at the end of the day, what really convinced me is, you know, Sign is out there working her ass off, working hard every single day. And I want to go out there too and help her. I can't just have her out there fight by herself. It doesn't work that way in my system anyways, in my world. And that's what gets me out there sometimes, just being able to help her. And that makes the decision for me to come out, and I don't regret anything. Of course, I wish I sometimes still think back and spent more time, maybe perhaps more days. But that's life, yeah. We have to make the tougher decisions. And Sign is still out there working her butt off. So here I am, taking everybody to have a cup of coffee at Honda Cup House. I can't complain. This is wonderful. So all in all, my point is, thank you so much. I appreciate it so much. You know, being able to spend time with everybody. Of course, grab a cup of coffee that I enjoy. All the chatters, and bring everybody around. I think after coffee, Phuket town will have quite a different vibe as we head towards 10 o'clock already. And actually, I'm a bit disoriented on where to walk, as it's probably one of the earlier days I started. But we'll head back to Cup House. I saw it open. We'll grab a cup of coffee first. And then, of course, there's plenty of places to go. If we want, we can still jump back on the bike, and I'll take everyone to Bang Wak Dam or something, and we'll have a walk around there. Anything is possible. Hey, Peter Bradfield, thank you. And Peter says, views reminding me before going to bed of two 1966 hit songs. Sorry about that. Bobby Herb's Sunny and Donovan's Sunshine Superman. Thank you, Peter. As I just take a screenshot of your chat. Thank you, Peter, for the $4.99 super chat, and thank you so much for the song list. As I mentioned, I've been missing out on some songs recently, some new ones anyway, so thank you for those 2 new add-ons, and I will listen to them this evening tonight. Thank you so much, Peter, and you have a good night. Do rest up. Like I mentioned, it's very important to refresh and rest up the mind and the body. So I hope you get a good night's rest as we head towards coffee time. Thank you so much, Peter. And that's very grateful from me and Sign, as probably I can get Sign a good meal tonight and treat her to something nice. Thank you so much, everyone. And Vivian was saying it is hard to lose a pet. Yeah, they're a part of your family, and feeling bad is just part of life. It is, isn't it? And I guess I'm stubborn in that way. Some people have said kind words of don't be so hard on yourself. Or even my best friend told me wisdom of maybe perhaps of finding a time of letting go. I don't know, I'm stubborn that way. The way I see it is if I hold on to that pain and I don't know, one way or another build some tolerance, I guess I'll be able to cherish and hold on to that memory more dearly. I did that with my mom as well. Maybe perhaps I'm such a mama's boy, and at 43 I'm still talking about those years, but hey, that's what I did. I held on to the pain. I like to be reminded that they were a big part of my life, and they still are. And Kathy says, I appreciate you and your channel. Looking forward to Sign doing more streams. We're here and waiting. Thank you so much, Hattie Kathy. I will take a screenshot of that as well and show Sign. She definitely needs the inspiration and motivation, which many of you have already given her. So she's just looking for some energy, I guess, as she came home yesterday and we were thinking about it. That we've been driving around the past few days just looking for a house to a better option, perhaps. So she's exhausted. But the will is there. And I'm sure she'll be doing a live stream for everyone shortly. If not, she'll be in mine. But hopefully she can do one for everybody. I do encourage her to host her own. Very different, right? And let me get the cup of coffee first before... Seriously, I need to thank everyone for spoiling me today. Thank you so much. One moment, I'm just gonna put the chat away and I'll be relying on the on-screen chat a little bit. Not as efficient. Sorry, Kyle. Americano again. Just brought out cash today. Might have left the wallet at home. There's something I like to show off, the secret toilet code. You can check out the bike first, of course. Yeah, Carol. I often come to this place, as I mentioned, and I don't want to make all the old schoolers look bad, but I'm old school like that. I tend to every now and then go back to the same places, but I mentioned the Canadian facility. After this cup of coffee, I can do another for sure. As today we started out quite early, and I like to perhaps walk a little bit longer than usual. So if he has a recommendation, we can go to some place, or perhaps we'll walk by a new place later on in Phuket Hotel and check out a new place as we see the new style. I would say it's new, as I've never seen this matte black of the Super Cup. Wow, that looks pretty nice. That makes the Super Cup look pretty badass. As you can see, the classic style of the Super Cup right next to it. And Canadian Vasily updating us on the weather. It's saying that it's rainy and miserable in Toronto now. Well, it was like that for me yesterday. But I was telling Dog Mama earlier, it's nice and sunny for us today. So let's enjoy it together, yeah? Pass by some CT125s first. And isn't it great that I came here so many times on our streams that I think everyone's gotten a bit used to me. It's great, you know, I feel more comfortable. Nobody's staring. Right at home, yeah? Okay, let's get us seated down before somebody does complain about me making a ruckus. Cup of my cup. Always wonderful service, as the wonderful cup of coffee everybody has treated me to has arrived. Yeah, Carol. And for those of you new here and haven't heard me give a small introduction, is I actually bought my Honda Monkey here. The Honda Cup House has, that's one version of the Honda Monkey. Mine's in black, obviously. We saw it earlier. Let me see if I can find the stand if I did indeed bring it. If not, then, oh well. I did. And here's the Honda Monkey. And I bought it at this location, and we take the bike here to service as well. And they're a dealership also, sir. So they're a dealership cafe right at the heart of Old Town. It never gets old for me, this place. One moment, I'm just gonna move the chair a bit and then we'll get a better view, yeah? Okay, let me catch up on my chats. Just enjoy the view of this beautiful cafe. And we'll dive into coffee because I'm dying to. Kurt says, let's see the monkey. Are you talking about myself, or let me check out the chats? But here we are. We'll bring out the monkey. And I don't mean Sign, as Sign was born in the year of the monkey, but you guys get to see. And I grew up to the story of the Monkey King. I don't know if you guys know, Chinese mythology story. And that used to be kind of my Sesame Street a little bit. From the ages, younger ages anyways, of like 3 to 4. And what's happening with no bullying? Just very rude comments, and Doc Mama stood up for Johnny. And thank you for that. And cheers to everybody first. Hey. Thank you, Destination Travels, Vivian Johnson, Peter, Bradfield. I don't want to miss anybody. One moment. And I know it's an early shout out, but I really appreciate this. Thank you so much, everybody. Chatty Cathy and Destination Travels. Thank you, everybody that's contributed to this cup of coffee. And like I mentioned, Canadian Vasily, Destination Travels. Anytime you want, just check out any other locations. We'll walk on by and we'll hop on in and have another cup later. No worries. I really like that feature and interaction between me and you. So the next live stream or on a video, me and Simon will be going back to Floresta, and we'll check out Arabica as well. So cheers to everybody. Okay, I don't think this straw works. I think there's a hole in the straw, but that never stopped us from drinking coffee. Okay, silly. Sorry I gave you some homework, but hey, I guess we missed some of the homework days, don't we? I do anyways. As I haven't had homework for 10 years or so, eh? Peter says, I just hope with Phuket Walk Alex, it isn't like George Michael's song that he cares more about his monkey than he does the rest of us. Absolutely not. Definitely care about everyone here. If anything, I'm the only one that's monkeying around. Monkeying around the island, that is. As most of you know, I ride a Honda monkey. So cheers, cheers, and cheers. Thank you, Juanita. Who needs a straw, right? I forgot how coffee tasted just like this. Dog Mama with the Honda S2000s. No, I haven't seen a Honda S2000 for years, actually. But wasn't that an interesting car? Okay, I'll change the view a little bit onto this side as I continue the chats, and we'll get to see our big head in a bit. My big head in a bit, I meant. But let's enjoy the cafe first. And sorry sometimes if I miss you on the chat, especially last live stream. Forgot to say hello to Vernon. So hello Vernon if you're watching on the replay or just lurking. So sorry about that. And I think I missed some of the Juanita's chats as well. My apologies. I was having chat box issues all stream last time. And back to what Vivian was talking about. Thank you, Doc Mama, for standing up for Johnny. Well, for of course speaking up. I think that's the important part. And of course, it's always great to have you here, Vivian. Don't be shy, as I know you know your stuff. So you do what you need to do to protect and upkeep this community. As I mentioned earlier, a lot of people, of course, do YouTube for different means, and I'm not saying all of them are to make it big or make it up there, whatever that term is. But for me, myself, I definitely started to just help out the family. I'm no star, you guys can see. I'm just a guy living everyday life who probably, like I mentioned, needs everybody with me on these walks more than you guys might need me on some nights. As recent events, all the ups and downs, has taught me a lesson or two. So glad that you guys are with me, of course, to give me advice and much needed encouragement. You know, you guys know by now, it's me and Sign are not a fancy story. We're just two very young couple, young at the age of 43 and 30 something. But yeah, young couple is just trying to live life. And perhaps if we work a little harder, maybe be able to have some kids one day. But that's still very far from right now, I guess. We have talked about it, and at some point agreed just to live life as it is. But with recent events, it has probably kicked me into a new universe of thinking. Maybe. Let's see how things goes, but you guys created that possibility. So it's no small feat or feature. Definitely not a small thing and a big deal to me. So before I, of course, go overboard or way ahead of myself, but thank you everyone for even providing an option of conversation and thought and dream as I continue on this channel. Of course, we will get to visit many places first before I perhaps take the next leap and have some kids. I don't know, but let's see how and where this journey takes us, because it's been taking me to places that and levels that I've never been before, and even facing challenges together, ups and downs of life that I never faced before. Canadian facility. Bro, Canadian facility. You know it's not my birthday yet, right? You're definitely spoiling me with presents today. Hey, welcome to the Phuket Walk family. Welcome to Superstar membership. Thank you so much, man. I know I've done this little chest thing a few times today, but thanks, brother. Now everybody might be staring at me. I meant to go for a thump, but I think I hit skin instead. But with all the jokes aside, thank you so much, Canadian facility, and welcome to Superstar membership. As you became a member, it just brought us into the conversation. I have gotten my May membership video finally done, but when I was making it, well, let's start off with the full story. I made two before the last one I made. So the last one, the finalized one, was the third one. The first one, I tried to be more upbeat because I didn't want to bring anything too negative into the conversation, but it didn't really feel right. So the second one I did, I kind of tried to be a little bit more honest, but instead it was quite a downer. So I ended up with the third one, which is kind of funny. It was a little bit bland in some ways, but it was truthful. It was everything I wanted to say. So I'm just doing some editing and finalizing, and I'll get the members video up right away. So yeah, welcome to Superstar membership. And of course, thank you for all the support, everybody. And Evan was saying, wow, I absolutely love this little cafe, and I love the bikes, and it's really great ambience and the charm. It's like you're in the bike shop or something. Yeah, that's why I come here every time I take my bike for service, have a cup of coffee. And it's always tempting me to probably sell the monkey and buy another bike as well. Maybe another Honda. And also, this is of course to everyone, right? Just becoming a part of the community and also welcoming me to the community down by Toronto. You guys know I left for so many years. I don't even know how to say hello. So it was quite difficult, the first hello, and I just try to be as cool as I can, but saying hello to the Toronto community and the world again, as I didn't touch social media for about 10 years as well. So just everybody welcoming me back to the world, back to Toronto. I appreciate all of you. It's just great to have a home again, it definitely feels like, as I'm home here in Phuket. As you guys know, I'm very thankful to Phuket and Thailand, as I feature it every day, but also grateful to my home back in Toronto, and of course the worldwide audience for welcoming me and accepting me. Jazz says, awesome CV. I never heard that abbreviations for Canadian facility. CV. It rings a bell, sounds cool. Yeah, Kurt, you're right. We should all meet here one day. Doesn't it? I think Canada Post, when I see that logo as well, just missing a touch of blue and that's it, eh? Maybe perhaps I always made a connection. I always loved Honda. Well, I work for both companies. I work for Honda I worked for Toronto Honda before, and as well as North Toronto, Accra. So I do have my ties to Honda as well, and of course I was a letter carrier for Canada Post. And Dog Mama seems to agree to Honda Power. My head back on the screen. And once again, I think I'm gonna touch on this topic already, but it's a big deal, right, to be able to help Stein out. You know, we're a couple, we're partners. You know, it's never okay that one side does everything. You know what I mean? And I guess I do housework and all that, but I don't know, man. Sometimes I know it's hard on her, especially she's kind of new in her career, and you know, she's 30-something right now. Definitely, I would say new to life. When I was 30-something, I felt like a kid still. So, you know, so she's having it tough, of course, facing everyday difficulties that life throws at her. So it's unfair that I'm just, you know, at home and soaking things in and thinking about perhaps, you know, it's to the point where I was like, let's go to the savings and get a plane ticket. I call some of my buddies and, hey, you got some hookups for me to start me off? And I think I'll do okay at home. I'm still licensed. I'm a National Construction Safety Officer, so I do have some certification and whatnot. But what would it do to me and Sign and the small family that we had? Because in the beginning, when I first went back to save up some money for that 1 year, I came back. And we had a decision to make whether I go back to work or just continue staying here. And with that little bit that we had, and I'm so thankful that I made the decision to stay. Of course, it didn't get me any riches, or, you know, it didn't advance my career, but I had amazing 10 years and 9 years with Gang and continuous years with my family right now with 3. And if I opt to do an overseas relationship, distance relationship, how would things be? You know what I mean? Like, even when I stayed, me and Sign argued about cultural differences and all those things, you know, young couples go through. So I was so glad I was able to stay, you know, raise our 2 cats, and now I feel like perhaps even one day, and I'm not one to have kids. If you guys know my story, like, even Sign, like, we're kind of slightly damaged goods in terms of our, you know, growing up. I didn't exactly had the greatest dad, despite my mom being perfect in my own terms. But yeah, you know, so we're slightly damaged goods, so we never thought about a family in that sense. So being able to make that decision to stay initially and now continue to stay here is really important. That's what I believe in a relationship and partnership, whatever you want to call it, in marriage. You know, you should be together, yeah? You should spend life together, rich or poor. You know, you could have a lot of money. I could be in Canada making, you know, enough anyways for locally, but what's it do to our time, our relationship? You know, I would definitely regret it if I didn't stay. So, you know, just a big thank you to everyone today's support, and of course overall for the channel since we began for 6 months. Just thank you everyone so much. I'm getting a little bit emo, so I'm going to turn the screen. Hey, Chatty Cathy, you're definitely right. I did get my riches. Riches in love, riches in experience. Because riches ain't just the monetary value, yeah? Modano, my man, bro. One moment, just catching up on the chat. Modano, brother. Thank you so much, man. Come on, sir. Thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. As I always say, gift without gifts, and hey, you know how it works, man. Thank you so much for always supporting the channel since the beginning as you continue to propel us, the channel, forward. Thank you so much, brother. And I think I gave one of these already, but hey, here's one for you. Thank you, Modano, for the support. Thank you, bro. I always say, when you come in the chat, once Modano is in, we're ready to go. But hey, we did have the one chat when Juanita was the first one in, and of course you were tired that day, and we also charge through. So thank you, Juanita, as well. And I often put Juanita and Modano together in the conversation as they were my first mods on the channel. So I appreciate all of you, my mods, and of course appreciate brother for the 5 memberships. Thank you so much. It's a wonderful day. And let me finish this cup of coffee. I'm 50% through. Just chatting away with everybody, and we'll get to going started in a bit as I welcome some of these members of mine. New members, of course. Welcome everyone. Hey, Boom Productions, welcome back to membership. Thanks to Modano. Welcome Rena R, Audibly Free, and of course City, Emerald, all great people. Good to have everybody join the Phuket Walk family as I'm gonna get my May membership video up. A little bit sappy and full of up and downs, but I thought I did really bad actually on all 3, but when I watched the replay it was alright, acceptable, so I'll get that one up once I finish editing it. Nobody seems too bothered by me yet. Perhaps a little bit humorous. And that's why I love it here. Like you guys mentioned, it's a great cup of coffee, great atmosphere, full of bikes, so on and so forth. But the people are wonderful. You know, this cafe has great service. Lovely guests that come by. You know what I mean? And of course, it does a great job servicing my bike as well. So I love it here. It's just a great place. Just let me catch up on the chats, everyone. And I'm gonna finish my coffee and we'll do more chatting outside. I know it's getting a little bit late for some of my homies overseas. I'm just thinking if I should continue walking here or perhaps ride the bike down by the seashore. Just let me make a decision, or we can walk down Phuket Road if anything. I think it's a quick ride, maybe 3-4 minutes ride down to the seashore. I'd like to take us there. Let's do that. And have a good night, Carol. Perhaps you can check out the seashores of Saphan Hin on replay in the morning. Thank you for joining us tonight. And of course, you have a great night and a great day tomorrow. And good to see you, Carol. As I know some of my streams might not be perfect timing for you, so I'm trying to start these streams a bit earlier. So thank you everybody for your patience. Yeah, let me see. As Kurt congratulates Jazz, you're on a roll tonight. It seems like Jazz is filling in for Kurt and Koslov tonight. And thank you, Evan, for the come on down to Funky Town, folks. Welcome to membership, everyone. Please make sure to check out new exclusive members only unlock content under perks. Thank you, Evan. Okay, I'm all done. And let's continue to bring everyone around to places that perhaps not everyone can visit and see, as Vivian suggested. So let's go down to the seashore. We might have seen it before, but not today. And today's a great day, so I don't want to just circle about here. We'll get a glimpse of Phuket Old Town to see its transformation through the hours as we reach about 5 minutes before 10:30 a.m. And then I'll hop us on the bike and take us by the ocean side by Saphan Hin. And let's get the going started, as I sometimes say. And I don't know why I say that, but it seems smooth enough. And I'm all done. And Kurt, thank you so much for being 16th. I think that is the highest number in the chat. So thank you for being the highest one. Hey, here is Canadian Vasily doing his job as well to congratulate you. I'm just thinking if I should head on to use the secret code wherever I put it. Hopefully I didn't lose my secret code. As we all wait for Kurt's speech, I don't want to delay us anymore, but I may need to use the secret code to access the washroom. I'm just thinking if I should. But if anything, that might be a good idea. I found the code. Okay, sorry to delay everybody. I gotta use the John, as some may say. So I'm gonna go to the secret code room while I probably leave you guys unattended. So one moment. And that's how you know the coffee is good. Can I just put this here? One moment.
Okay.
I'll be right back. Thank you. Okay, let's get going, guys. Kukumaka. Always a great place here. I assure you it's me. I'm back. Whoa, it's hot. As Chatty Cathy enjoys that little bit of a detour for myself anyways. Let's get across the road. I'm gonna go to the bike and then I'll ask everybody a quick question. Anybody feel free to jump in to provide a suggestion. As there's two places I can bring everybody. One is Bang Wak Dam, a slightly longer ride, and the other one is Saphan Hin, Seashores. As both places are quite beautiful during a sunny day and perhaps harder to walk around on a rainy day, so I want to bring everybody there today. Let's see where we want to go. as Evan gives a speech that was demanded by Kurt. Evan says, Kurt, 16, the community is nothing without you. When I wake up in the morning, the first thing I think of is you. But then I get depressed and go back to bed for hours, so it doesn't work. Well, we don't want to get too depressed, Evan. I think everyone is taking some liberty to help Kurt out as he's tired today. And you see, what a wonderful cafe. Nobody ran off with the stream. And speaking of blessings, as you guys may know, doing live streams, being able to go to the washroom is quite a blessing. One moment as I get my helmet on, and then we'll see where we want to go. I saw someone come in one moment as I'm just setting up here. Sorry about that. And hello Aubrey, welcome to the live stream as we hop back on the bike, and I'm thinking about going down to Saphan Hin down Phuket Road. It's a bit closer, but I'll take 1 minute here to see if everybody wants to go to Bang Wak Dam as well. I don't know, so if you guys want to scream out Seashore or Dam or Reservoir. So 1 moment as we take a moment to decide where to go. If anything, we'll go down by to the Seashore. It's a little bit closer, but if those of you who want to check out Bang Wak Dam or Bang Wak Reservoir, do a scream out and we might be able to head down there. Seashore, Seashore. I have no idea where Kurt is sending me. Everybody says Seashore. Let's go Seashore then. Sounds good to me. And then we can go back to perhaps Bang Wak Dam tomorrow if we're off for another sunny day. Okay, Seashore it is, everybody. Anybody have different opinions? And Seashore it is, as Kurt says, I have an address. I probably need to charge the phone a little bit as when we get there, but I'll leave that till we arrive first. Let's head down to Saphan Hin. It's actually the address Kenny Rogers. Okay, let's head down to the Seashores. slightly less talking from me, as the audio isn't very good for chatting. Sit back and enjoy the ride, everybody. We should be there shortly. Hey, hope everybody's having a great day or evening, depending on where you are. We have arrived at Saphan Hin and we'll be at the shoreline shortly. We're gonna probably make the way through the back trail, as I enjoy it quite a bit. And luckily I got here quite fast, as I know it's evening times to some of my homies back home in North America, and of course especially notably Toronto, Canada. So let's get there, and for some of you who's falling asleep or using this stream to help them sleep, let's get us some seashore views, and hopefully that provides some positive vibes. And of course, for those of you enjoying some of the sunshines locally or somewhere during the daytime, hopefully that this will brighten up your day as well. And do check out Destination Travel's channel, as Modano suggested. I just told everybody earlier to go do do so, as he has amazing, excellent content, both live streamed and video, and both in vertical and of course horizontal. So check out all his fun meetups, events and adventures all over the GTA and perhaps worldwide. So go over there, check it out, stay tuned, and subscribe to all the content. I mean, subscribe and like all the content, as I often do when I get a chance to enjoy these amazing live streams and videos. Let's get going and get us into Saphan Hin. Hey, there's another monkey. I should park next to it. Hold on. Oh, kind of position myself wrong. Doing a lot to park next to it. I think so, Evan. Next to a fellow Honda monkey, and of course, right in front of the police station. Should be all right. I mean, it's usually safe all over the island, but hey, it should be safer here. Toronto hasn't been that bad, has it, Canadian facility? One moment, I'm just trying to get us prepped up. I'm just tightening my hat strap right now, as the wind is heavier by the ocean. Okay, we're ready to go. So let's delay no more and get the going started. Yeah, thanks for all the info, Canadian facility. As you know, I'm still quite new to all this, working out how certain features work and what they are. And let's look at the epic site. Look, come on. Hey, and didn't we just come from the Honda Cup House? So this is quite cool. Well, sorry, I was just checking out the chats. But I just noticed the Suzuki next to it is quite classic as well. But okay, enough of indulging in two bikes, as we're here to see the shorelines, aren't we? So let's get started. One moment. I think I got everything with me, and I have you guys, so we're good to go. All right, you have a good night, dog mama. Hopefully you enjoy the walk so far. And of course, I always say, hope they provided some positive vibes for yourself to have a good night and great morning. We'll see you in the next one, dog mama. Okay, let's get on in there and then we'll find a spot so I can catch up on some of the chats. I guess before we go in, thank you so much everyone for the wonderful support and of course coming with me along to all the way to the seashore now, I would say, as we hit the 2-hour mark. So hope you continue to enjoy the walk, and you didn't just make my day, I think you made my week already. So thank you so much. Kapuma Cup, everybody. As we have two number ones here, Modano and Chatty Cathy. Hey, why not have two number ones? Good for you, YouTube. As all of you are quite number one to me for being so generous all the time and kind to me. And of course, listening to me blab about some of my boring stories. I appreciate all of you. So let's check out the shoreline, the seashores. As I mentioned, some of you, my homies back home, is well into midnight now, yeah? It's 10:42 locally. And thank you, Kathy. Glad you're enjoying this. We'll check out this area a little bit as I sometimes walk through it. It's actually pretty cool here today because sometimes it doesn't have water. So you can imagine how much the water has flooded now, as this part is filled with water today. It's always different here because the last few times, I'm sure many times we came here, this part didn't have water. It's a different vibe. And to be honest, when this part's filled with water, it smells a little bit better, as when it dries up, it has this, I wouldn't say too bad of a smell, but it has this distinct smell. But now you can smell the water. Canadian Vasily says, I love boardwalks. Yep. It's kind of like a boardwalk, pretty much. No, it's not bamboo trees, actually. We can do a pan up, as I have no idea or knowledge of what these trees are, but it's not bamboo. There we have it. I think that's more correct. It is the mangrove. Hey, Boom Productions, welcome to the live stream. Good to have you. And welcome to membership, if I didn't remember wrong. Thanks to Mandano. So you get to check out the May membership video as I'm preparing and editing it now. And we'll have it up shortly. Welcome once again to Boom Productions. And for those of you who don't know yet, Boom did a pretty cool CN Tower live stream with a couple of his friends. I had a chance to take a glimpse as I didn't go up the CN Tower for years and years and years. I think you get the message. But definitely wonderful to be able to check out some views and the newly decorated or renovated CN Tower. From since I last been anyways. All in all, do go over to Boom Productions and of course check out his amazing live stream of the CN Tower. It's more than that. He also went for a nice meal and checked out the well, so on and so forth. A great adventure overall. I'm very giddy right now. Like a little kid inside, jumping around, ready to go tell Sign, you know. We had a wonderful walk. She's gonna get some help as well. And my point being is, of course, being able to help her out really means a lot. She's wonderful, seriously. Ever since I came on the island, we've been together. Of course, we have difficulties, every couple does, but we have learned one way or another to overcome them. From running a cafe, she's the one that ran it. Of course, I always say I was just the foreigner husband. As she had to do most, and if not all, the work around the cafe. And then, of course, later on, jumping into a career when we had more difficulties. And she adapted well. We are strong and we tried our best until, of course, we hit some roadblocks recent years as the savings starts to burn out and go down. But here we are. We're still here. And I say that with a lot of joy, honestly. And a little bit surprised. As you know, I mentioned before, that Sign is definitely believing in some of my crazy dreams. Not so crazy, is it? As I'm enjoying it every single day. And this is my life. And I thank everyone for granting it so. And let it continue, yeah? As we reach the Saphan Hin seashores. Hey, that's fair enough, Boom says. Be right back. Must play with Muzzy, I think so. When Muzzy's in the mood for playtime, definitely don't miss it, as cats do sleep quite a bit. And when in the mood to play, to get their exercise in. As a guardian of a cat, you must play with them. Let's give everybody some natural ambience as I shut up for a bit. Not very inviting. Hey Evan, thanks for enjoying the emojis. Yeah, me and Chatty Cathy and also First Last really likes to rock some of the emojis, including myself, of course. I do go a little overboard. But do enjoy them. They are a members feature. Yeah, we're VIP here, as Saphan Hin is not very touristy. In the first place, it's more of a hidden gem for locals, a very huge place, a big hidden gem. Especially today, as you can see, the water has inflated up. In the mangrove. One moment as my gimbal is doing some tricks. Hold on, that's better. Hope everyone's enjoying the views. As much as Kathy, of course. And we'll head on to the box there, as I mentioned. Hey, thanks Kathy for rocking the members emojis there. I'm gonna test this once again, make sure it works. Definitely does. And I often appreciate this area as it has access for everyone, being inclusive. I think it matters. Of course it does. As everyone should be able to enjoy these beautiful shorelines. Muzzy times you out, boom. And once again, if you're lurking or just falling asleep to this stream, feel free to do so, no worries. As I always say, it's something I like to provide for everybody. Something relaxing, positive, whether to your nighttime or daytime. One moment, please, I need to get the power bank plugged in. Make sure we have enough juice to keep going. As I like to check out the area first for everybody, whether you can check it out now or on the replay. It'll be nice, yeah, in the morning or in the night, depending where you are. I mean, even all the noises in the back, the surrounding, I wouldn't say noises, ambience. It's unique to Phuket Island. So let's continue and explore this unique place. One moment. And of course, we have a beautiful day as well. Blessed with a beautiful day. As Evan asked, are they benches? Yes, there's benches here. Oh, you mean the things in the front? Oh, I think they're multi-purpose. As I see people ride their bikes up sometimes. Not much of a skateboarder, but I've seen people walk up it. Not many skateboarders here, but I've seen people ride their bicycle up before. I tend to like to go up as just young at heart, you know, and walk up it. I've seen people use it as chairs. I use it as a table. If you're talking to those pavement hill things, yeah? Yeah. I think Vivian asked the same thing last time. And I didn't have a really good answer at the time, but I think this one was better. Those things are quite useful, that little lump. Extra seating. Okay, 1 second. Okay, strapped in. Yeah, bro, Madano. It is very nice and peaceful here, man. And I'm glad you're with me, bro. As of course, I love to share this adventure with everybody. Madano's probably seen this area before. I don't think we have to doubt that. I'm just glad he's having a great night, and of course all of you coming along today to see what today has to offer. One moment my screen is playing some tricks on me. It's not doing well to the adjustment. What's happening? Okay, it'll do for now. I've been having slight adjustment issues with this, but okay, let's get going first. Sorry if the image is a little bit slanted. My gimbals decide to play some games as before we see this rather cool and different atmosphere here. The waters come right up. I mentioned to you guys before, it comes right up. But every time we came, most of the time, it was quite shallow. Thank you, Vivian. If I didn't read the chat wrong, you have a good night. And I'm glad I'm able to at least bring you here to check out the vibes here before you head off to bed. Of course, sweet dreams to you. And hope it helps you get a great morning as well. And thank you so much for the cup of coffee and support today, Vivian. Always great to have you, and I will continue to try to start the streams earlier, as of course it's more convenient for a lot of my viewers overseas. But thank you so much, Vivian. Great to have you join us, and I'm very happy I'm able to bring you here to check out the seashores of Saphan Hin as the water is inflated nice and up, and pretty glorious view for me as I enjoy it. All right, Evan was asking about that, so let's brave the sun a little bit. A little bit of sun, not that bad. Let's walk up these things. And Chatty Cathy reminds us that it's Happy National Alligators Day. So happy Alligators Day to all you dragon lovers and reptile lovers out there, and of course the alligator. As I didn't know you officially have a day. My gimbal is doing something funny, but I don't want to go and adjust it as it may mess the stream up a little bit. So hold on as I try to manually do something about this. Thank you. Buffering. Could be from the heat. Let me get us out of here. Okay. Steven says, it's alligator day every day here. Yeah, I guess there's some alligators where you are. I'm just trying to work out the... Sorry, my gimbals is doing all sorts of funny today. Hopefully the buffering has resolved itself. I just had to escape the heat a little bit. I should be all right. Definitely very funky things with the gimbal. Okay. One moment as I work on my gimbal a bit. Okay, hopefully we're doing better on the buffering and the gimbal situation. Let's continue walking. And Vasily is like, oh wow, people are over 200 XP now. Yeah, as Boom mentions about his epic live stream yesterday. I was just telling everybody earlier to check it out. I'm gonna walk around the tree. Yeah, Kathy, this park is pretty cool. It's got all the right things, doesn't it? Good nature sounds in the background of birds and insects and whatever the island offers. It's not exactly a beach, but it's just lovely here. And it's huge, not to mention. And still under some development. As I said, we'll check out the constructions in the front. And sorry if my gimbal is a little bit tilted. It's being stupid is the best way to put it. And I don't want to risk the stream right now to readjust it. So I'm just trying to manually work it out. And look at that. That'll be available for us to check out soon enough, I think. So as I say, this Saphan Hin area is a local part of town. But it's still, of course, developing and being developed as it's taken care of. Look at that. That's beautiful. We'll walk over and take a glimpse. It's not ready yet, but I can see it being in use. Wow. Check that out. Beautiful garden in the middle there too. I think they're setting up. Maybe setting up for Christmas next year? I don't know. Oh well, reindeers can be anywhere, even in summertime, especially on Phuket Island. Hello, reindeers. As we check out that guy fishing. Let's go closer to the waters as there's a few more fishermen up ahead. I might be able to set up something if I go on a boat to the water. If I get the opportunity, I'll bring us for sure. And of course, so going forward, I do like to mix up some contents in our adventures. But just give me some time to, of course, right now. I've been saying, of course, non-stop. Sorry about that. I'm going to take that word out of my whole vocabulary. Anyways, back to what I was saying. I've been trying to just get settled down lately. And then find a place to move to first, as things are still very all over the place is the best way to put it. I think what interrupts the most recently is I'm losing sleep. I'm not sleeping on my regular times and waking up in the middle of the night. Usually I can fall back asleep. It hasn't been that way. So I kind of linger for a little bit in the AM hours, 3 a.m. or so, and then fall back asleep. And I don't know, I'm not feeling too rested, unfortunately. But yeah, once I have things settled down and we move to a new place, that's a great idea. If I can perhaps get on the water top and do a live stream or even a video, right? Of us traveling on top of the water, some kayaking. I do a lot of outdoor activities. I fish as well. I'm not sure how well a fishing stream would do, but hey, we can come here one evening and do some casting. All right, Hajat, you have a good night, bro. Thank you for coming along. It's been a wonderful walk today. And thank you for being a part of it. So you have a good night and a good day tomorrow, Hajat. And Aubrey says, wow, what a beautiful view, Alex. Thank you. Glad you're enjoying it. And thank you for being here, of course. If I missed any chats, my apologies, as the sun is kind of blasting. But I just like to show everybody the views. Hey, this is something interesting to look at, as they put the no entry sign there. Now, we walked down this before, of course, with buffering. And as Kathy suggested, it'll be interesting to travel out in the water. I wouldn't be doing that today, perhaps if I had some swim trunks, but we can definitely take a look. It might be some buffering still. No entry is right. Slanted gimbal is bothering anybody, because if it is, I'll just take it off the gimbal and then I'll do it handheld. But that is interesting to look at a different view. Good question, Steven. I don't know actually. I haven't really gone fishing. And of course, this is sea fishing, very out of my usual comfort zone, as even in Toronto and Canada and Ontario, I just went fishing in the lakes, yeah? So I would go for my usual pickerel, walleye stuff, perch, pike, bass. So I know those quite well, muskies. But locally, I'm not really sure actually. Is here. Oh, no worries, Evan. Basically, I'm alright. It's not that kind of exhaustion. It's just probably recent events taking some mental toll, so sometimes it's just a little bit stressed out, as these walks help me quite a bit to relax, of course. Oh, I said of course again. Jeez. Thanks, Evan. I hope to be able to sleep normal, as well as I think that's one of the biggest things that I hate the most is losing sleep. Yeah, once we settle down, I'll be able to do more for everybody as well. Sorry, some music attracting me. Somebody has their radio on. I don't want to go too far from the ocean view, as there's a big stretch over there. And then of course we've seen that temple before. So let's loop back here, I guess. And then we'll have a different view of different path on the outer side of the park. And Kathy was like, I'm a minute behind. Oops. It's all right. It's always good to be back in time a little bit every now and then. And sometimes a minute is still nice. Let's travel back to the present. And I think we'll be doing our victory lap back to the bike a little bit as we continue, of course, this wonderful walk today with everyone. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate all of you for being with me today. This huge support, and of course, just being here and enjoying the walk. Yeah, guys. I had a wonderful day. Like I said, I'm a giddy kid right now, ready to go home and tell Sign what a wonderful time I had with everybody. And hey, Moments of Muzzy, adding to the positive vibe. Thank you so much. Let me get out of these folks' way first and find us a beautiful spot. I think these flags will do. As Evan let out a who let the dogs out woof for Muzzy. Hey, Moments of Muzzy and boom, welcome to the live stream. Thank you so much for the super sticker, $3.99 CAD support. Thank you so much, and thank you everyone and yourself for spoiling me today. Muzzy, you keep doing your thing, as you are one of the better mods here, of course. In terms of on the ammo side of things or the kitty kingdom, as all my mods are amazing. Let's check out this beautiful view, and thank you so much. Cheers once again for the wonderful support, Muzzy, and boom, of course. And I'm actually very excited to perhaps get a glimpse of this park when it opens. So we will come back when it's ready. Maybe in the evening, as I never took anybody here on the evenings, yeah? We'll come here for maybe a night market walk and then enjoy this, as they will probably turn on the light and look pretty nice in the evening time, I would imagine. And as my nut boss suggests, please do check out the fabulous Moments with Muzzy, as Muzzy has amazing wine time with Boom. Very enjoyable time, and of course, great community, having great chats. And usually it's Muzzy looking out for Boom during those occasions, so do join them and help Muzzy out. Keep Boom in check. And forecasted 30 degrees here. In the shade, I think 30 is correct. I'm feeling all right. And maybe perhaps a little bit warmer on the inside today, as we had a wonderful time so far. Doing my slight victory lap as it's almost 11:30 local time. And let me cut back to the seashore so we can enjoy the ocean, perhaps take another glimpse. I really like it here. Well, most places I bring everybody to, I tend to enjoy. Chatty Cathy says a pineapple by the sea. Yeah, there it is. And they have the heart sign with the hand too. That's so cool. I guess I'll feature it next time. while we dive inside the pineapple, I guess. But yeah, pineapple by the ocean. And Muzzy's saying, I need to put on more content. Yeah, Boom might be beating you on that one, Muzzy. I think you'll do great. So please do put more content. And we'll get to enjoy it. Whether live streams or video. It's always a good time, Muzzy and Boom. And this losing sleep thing for me, it's actually really throwing a lot of my schedules and stuff like off whack. As I usually get up early and I get to watch a lot of streams around that time, 5-ish or so. Now I'm like getting up in the middle of the night, and obviously that's a bit different from getting up in the morning. I'm not really rested. I don't really feel like watching anything during those times at 2 a.m., 3 a.m. So this walk today, as we went a little bit into OT, I would say, if you can call it that, we're heading towards the 3-hour mark, I think. But yeah, these walks really help. Yesterday I took the day off. I mentioned I was a little bit mentally tired, I guess. But it didn't really help me in terms of the sleeping category. Just woke up in the middle of the night again. Yeah, banned from the cat cafe, eh? Well, you got to see the cat cafes here. As me and everyone, including Chatty Cathy last time, said, now that's a cat cafe, because that cafe had a baby lion in it. A different type of cat cafe. But it was 500 baht for 5 minutes with that baby lion. I'm not so sure or keen about seeing Samba. And my gimbal has fixed itself. Wow. Let's take this path right now, as it's quite scenic. A little bit different from what we experienced before. More shading on this path. Let's take one more glimpse of the Saphan Hin seashores before we walk off. It's locally 4 minutes to 11:30, so almost lunchtime. And of course, for many of you overseas, is sleeping time and evening hours. As I wrap up our victory walk towards my bike right now. Oh, dropping my gimbal a bit, hold on. There we are. Thanks, Evan, for the support on the victory lap. No sharing tuna juice, says Muzzy to Evan. And right across is the Royal Thai Marine or Navy, my bad, Royal Thai Navy Museum. Thank you everybody for coming with me today, as I have plans to start the stream a bit earlier. Hopefully I achieved that a little bit today. I hope to continue it, of course. But thank you so much for spoiling me and all the wonderful support as I set out to have a walk with everybody at good old Phuket town. One of our usual walks I enjoyed. And I hoped, of course, that helps everyone overseas and back home to get over their hump day, as I know it's Wednesday night, pushing towards Thursday. And hope I gave everybody locally, or anybody worldwide that is daytime, a good start to their lunchtime. Perhaps worked up your appetite a bit with all this walking involved. And hope it'll help you out on your day as well. So kokumak to everybody locally, and thank you very much for everyone internationally and the rest of the world. Thank you so much. Today has been a wonderful day. As I mentioned, I feel I get to help sign out a bit, and also tonight I think for a long time I might be able to offer to take sign for a dinner and have something better. And of course that is a blessing for us. As you guys know, I mention often, me and Sign, we're just looking to live our life, a normal life, stay together. Perhaps maybe one day raise a family. And that's what this channel is, just normal people walking with other great normal people. Becoming a community, and helping each other out during more difficult times. As I mentioned, you guys are definitely helping me out during these difficult times. Hey, Epic Ninja. Welcome, Epic Nation HD. Welcome, Liam. We're just taking our victory walk here. And before I sign off, everyone, a quick shout out to Liam. As I mentioned a few times before, Liam was one of the people amongst a few more of you, but one of the people that reminded me and Sign to celebrate as we pass and surpass 1,000. During that time, me and Sign was still in shock from recent events and much needed reminder, and of course all the kind words. So do go over to Liam's site and channel and check out his great content all over Toronto, where he has meetups, walks, live streams, videos, of course. So do go over to Liam's channel, subscribe, check out the great content, enjoy it. Okay, I'm gonna sign us out and sign off and wrap this one up, everybody. But before I do so, I'm gonna give an important shout out and thank you to all my supporters today. Like I mentioned, it might be funny or humorous or perhaps not much to some people, but for me, I get to treat my wife to a nice meal tonight. So whatever the feeling is, I'm feeling great, as that's something I would enjoy tonight, taking Sign out for dinner. One moment. I had wonderful, amazing support today. So it's in no particular order. You guys all have added to the positiveness, and of course, probably a wonderful dinner for Sign tonight, as we might have enough to eat something nice together. And we haven't been out for dinner, just two of us for quite a while, as we opt to eat home. Small savings. So thank you so much for this wonderful day, and I'll just start off with thank you so much, Vivian Johnson. Thank you, Canadian Vasily. Chatty Kathy. Once again, Destination Travels, thank you. Peter Bradfield, hope you have a good night and continue to improve on your health, and thank you for the song list. And welcome, Canadian Vasily, once again to Superstar Tier, and thank you, Madano, for the gift of all gifts, 5 gifted memberships. And at the end, my buzzer beater friend, Moments of Muzzy. Thank you, Moments of Muzzy, as well, for the support. Thank you, Evan. I'm not sure if I'm in what or do what. All I know is I found something that I really love to do, and this allows me to spend a lot of good time with good people, and at the same time help myself out emotionally and physically. So this is a dream, like I mentioned, and of course being able to buy Sign a meal tonight is already absolutely wonderful, and being able to help her out and of course survive, like you mentioned, is also a big deal. But all in all, thank you so much, everyone, for all the wonderful support. I will say hi to Sign, definitely for you, for everybody, and especially you, Chatty Kathy, for got a message about that. Yeah, so I will say hi as well and just see what I'm missing on the chats. I think we're all good. So hey, I'm just chatting away. I guess I'm a little high from all the wonderful walking and just having a great time. I'm your Phuket walker, Alex. Sawadee Cup, Sawadee Ka. I will catch you later. Please do stay for the outro music, as I give a very important shout out to all my members. So please do enjoy and say your farewells and take your time to do so. Thank you one more time for spoiling me today, as I had a wonderful walk and perhaps biting on my words a little bit. But it's all joy. Please hold on. Okay, thank you everyone for coming along tonight. I still need to update my outro list as sometimes YouTube doesn't give me a complete list. So a big shout out to all my members, and I don't know if I have given you a shout out yet, but definitely Epic Nation HD, welcome so much and welcome to the Phuket Walk family. As I'm not sure if I've given you a shout out, so thank you so much and thank you for being a part of the family. Do enjoy some of the members content as I will have it up. I will have my May members content up hopefully by tonight or tomorrow. So thank you everyone for coming along. It's definitely a very special day for me as I had a very happy day. A little giddy, happy and ready to enjoy a meal with my wife tonight. So no more blabbing. Hope everyone has a good one. Until next time, take care.